started with the new chapter, light energy, and I have explained you about the different types of spherical mirrors, about what are the spherical mirrors, what are the different types of spherical mirrors, and also the different terms related with the spherical mirrors, also the formation of image, different types of images, and while drawing the ray diagram, the three conditions we have to remember. Okay, so when the ray of light passes through the focus after reflection, the ray of light must go parallel to the principal axis. Second point, when the ray of light passes to the center of curvature after reflection, it retraces its path. That means there is no deviation of light, there is no change in the path of light. And also when the ray of light is parallel to the principal axis after reflection passes to the focus. So these things I have explained you in the last class. So now the three important things. Now today we discuss with the image formed by a concave mirror. Where the images are formed, how the images are formed, what are the characteristics of the image. These things we will discuss it related to the concave mirror. Now, so while drawing the ray diagram, already I have told you before also, while drawing a ray diagram, we have to remember three things there. What are the three things? In case of a concave mirror is a ray of light parallel to the principal axis after reflection passes to the focus. First point. Second one, a ray of light passes through the center of curvature. After reflection, it retraces its path. That means there will be no any deviation. There will be no any change in the path of light. Whichever the direction the ray of light is passing after reflection, also the ray of light will pass to the same line. Okay, through the center of curvature only. And the last one is there. The third one, that is when the ray of light passes to the focus. After reflection, it goes parallel to the principal axis. Then the last one is there. When a ray of light strike the pole of the mirror, when the ray of light strike the pole of the mirror, then after reflection, they reflect back following the law of reflection. That means the angle of incidence and angle of reflection will be same. Okay, so these four things you have to remember when you draw the ray diagram based on the two different types of mirror. The first, we will discuss the first point, that is the ray diagram image formed by the concave mirror. Okay, now as you know that concave mirror, it is a spherical mirror in which the inner surface is the reflecting surface. That means the reflection takes place from the inner curved side, and the outer side is polished. So now these are the diagram which I have drawn here. Okay, and where the images are formed, how the images are formed, what are the characteristics of the image, we will discuss it today. Now the first one is, okay, now you can see the diagram, the first diagram here. That is, this is the concave mirror, since the reflection is taking place from inner side. Now this is the principal axis, straight line. And now in the first case here, the object is at infinity. That means infinity means far away. So from the object, let us consider two rays are coming from the object and they are parallel to each other. Okay, now the first ray coming from the distant object, this ray strike at the pole of the mirror. When they strike at the pole of the mirror, they will reflect it back in such a way so that the angle of incidence and the reflection will be same. And another ray of light, it passes to the center of curvature, and after reflection, it passes to the center of curvature. So that means it retraces its original path. There is no any deviation of light. Deviation means there is no any change in the path of light. So you have to remember that three conditions. So following that three conditions, the ray diagram has to be drawn here. Okay. Now, and these two reflected ray, you can see this number one, this reflected ray. Okay, and this is the incident ray. Reflected is also in the same direction. The two reflected rays will meet at the focus here. They will join at the focus. So at this point, at the focus, the image will be formed, and the image is inverted, real, inverted, and highly diminished. Highly diminished means a very small image are formed. Since the object is very far away, the object is at infinity. Okay, from that object which is very far away, the light travels from that object, and this light, the two rays, the light travels in such a way that I have drawn two rays here, two rays of light, and these two rays of light are parallel to each other. One ray of light gets struck at the pole. After striking the pole of the mirror, they will reflect back. They get reflected back in such a way so that the angle of incidence and reflection will become equal. And the second ray is there, where the second ray passes to the center of curvature. After reflection, also it passes to the center of curvature. So these two reflected rays will meet at the focus here, and at focus, the image A dash and B dash will be formed. And the image, the characteristic image which is formed when the object is at infinity is real, inverted, and highly diminished images are formed. Highly diminished means a very small image are formed. That is the first one. Second point. Second one is that is the object is beyond the center of curvature. You can see this C denotes the center of curvature. Okay, F denotes the focus, P denotes the pole of the mirror. So AB is the object, and this object is placed beyond the center of curvature, just beyond and back. Okay, beyond the center of curvature. So when the object is kept here, now you have to draw the ray diagram. You draw only two ray diagram, not more than that. Okay. So first ray diagram, you draw a straight line here, and this straight line is parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, the condition you have to follow. The ray of light parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, passes to the focus. That is the first ray. Second ray again, the ray of light has passed to the focus here, and after reflection, goes parallel to the principal axis. So you can see this. These two are the reflected ray. Okay, this is the incident ray, this is the reflected ray, this is again incident ray which is passing to the focus, this is reflected ray which is parallel to the principal axis, and these two reflected ray will meet at the point between focus and the center of curvature. So the point where the reflected ray meets, so you draw a line here, you draw the line, and that line which has been drawn is the image of the object AB. AB is the object, and A dash and B dash is the image of the object AB. So the image is formed between the focus and the center of curvature. The image is formed between the focus and center of curvature. So when the object is beyond the center of curvature, the image will form between the focus and the center of curvature. And here the image is real, inverted, and diminished images are formed. Diminished means a small image are formed. So this is the second case, okay, where when the object is beyond the center of curvature. Now the third one. Third one is the object is at the center of curvature. Object is at the center. Let us consider AB is the object which is placed at the center of curvature. Now from the object AB, draw a straight line parallel to the principal axis. Condition we follow it. Okay, a ray of light parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, passes to the focus. Then again another ray of light you draw. A ray of light passes to the focus. After reflection, goes parallel to the principal axis. So now these two reflected rays will meet at center of curvature only. Okay, the two reflected rays will join or meet at the center of curvature. So the image will form at the center of curvature. And the characteristic of the image will, which is formed is real, okay, inverted, and the same size of the object. The image formed will be real, inverted, and the same size of the object. Whatever be the size of the object, the size of the image will also be same. So this will happen, this type of image will be formed, the size of the image will be same as the size of the object when the object is placed at the center of curvature. Then again, the next one. The object is between the focus and the center of curvature. Object is between the focus and center of curvature. So here also same. AB is the object, a ray of light parallel to the principal axis, after reflection passes to the focus. Then again another ray, a ray of light passes to the focus, goes parallel to the principal axis. The two reflected rays will meet beyond center of curvature. So A dash and B dash will be the image formed when the object is placed between the focus and the center of curvature. And here the image is real inverted and enlarged image will form. The image will be bigger. Enlarged. You can see the object is small and the image is bigger. Okay. So this is the characteristic of the image when the object is between the focus and the center of curvature. And always when the image is formed by a concave mirror, always the concave mirror forms real image. Okay. Now why the real image is formed by a concave mirror is because concave mirror is known as a convergent mirror. Because all the ray of light, they converge, they will meet at a point. So that is why they are known as a convergent mirror. Okay, and the real image will form because real images are formed by the actual intersection of the reflected ray. You can see here all the reflected ray are joining, they are meeting, they are actually intersecting. So therefore, real images are formed. Okay, and real images are always inverted, and the image can be diminished, okay, or highly diminished, very small, or enlarged, big or magnified, or highly big image will be formed. So now this one, next point. Now when the object is placed at the focus, now AB is the object which is placed at the focus here. Now here also say, the ray of light from the object AB goes parallel to the principal axis, after reflection passes to the focus. Then again another ray of light passes to the center of curvature. Okay, and after reflection, it goes to the center of curvature. Because when the ray of light passes to the center of curvature, there will be no any deviation of light. There will be no any change in the path of a light. So therefore, now since the reflected ray are not intersecting here, they are not joining. Look at it. All the reflected ray are joining here. Okay, but here also reflected ray are joining. Here, in this case, when the object is at focus, the reflected ray are not joining. So therefore, the image formed at infinity. The image is formed at infinity. Since they are not formed, the reflected ray are not intersecting here. Okay, they are parallel to each other. So the image formed will be at infinity, means very far away. And the characteristic of the image is that the image is real, inverted, and highly magnified image will be formed. Since the image is formed very far away, so magnified image will be formed. And the last one is here. In this case, in case of concave mirror, when the object is between the pole and the focus, okay, the image is formed behind the mirror. In all the cases, you can see the image is forming in front of the mirror. But here, only in one case, one condition is here. That what is the condition is when the object is placed between the pole and the focus. Between the pole and the focus, when the object is placed, in that case, the concave mirror will form erect image, virtual image, and magnified image, and highly magnified image will be formed here. But in all the cases, real image will be formed. Only in one case, in case of concave mirror, virtual image will be formed, because virtual images are formed without the actual intersection of the reflected ray. When the reflected ray are produced backward, they appear to meet, and therefore the image will form. The same thing is happening here. Now let us consider the object AB is between pole and the focus. So from the object A, I draw a line parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, condition will follow. After reflection, it passes to the focus. Then again another ray of light passes to the center of curvature. After reflection, it passes to the center of curvature. So therefore, the two reflected rays are not intersecting here. So now what we will do is that now these two reflected rays are produced backward. they extended backward. Okay, these two reflectors they extended backward, and when they extend backward, they will appear to meet. They will appear to meet at a point, and at that point where they appear to meet, that at that point the image will be formed. So the image formed is, you can see the image A dash and B dash will be bigger than the size of the object. So magnified image will form, erect image will form, erect means upright image will form, and vertical image will be formed. So how many diagrams are there? In case of concave mirror means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in all these 5 different cases, real, inverted, diminished, highly diminished, magnified, or same size of the object image are formed. But only in one case here, okay? In all the cases the real image are forming, mean to say. But here only in the case when the object is between the pole and the focus, the image is formed. Behind the mirror, virtual image is formed. So this is how the image is formed by a concave mirror. So it's very easy to draw the ray diagram, but we have to know the full condition here. So already I have explained about the full condition. So remember that, and please practice the diagram where the object are kept, where the images are forming, what are the characteristics of the image, all these things you will practice it. Okay. In the next class, I'll start with a new topic, that is the refraction of light. And please go through it. That is the uses of concave and convex mirror. These are easy to understand. Please study yourself. Okay. So what are the uses of concave and convex mirror? Where they are used? Please go through that. Understand it. Okay. And in the next class, I'll start with another topic of the same chapter, that is refraction of light. Thank you.